¿Quieres que te ayude, Marin?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Correte un poquito más para acá porque...
Listo.
So it's hey, nice to have you back for the first time in Bogotá. You did a wonderful show.
Thank you very much.
It was amazing to see you on stage after 3 years of waiting. You know?
Yeah, oh, I love that. Thank you very much.
You know, we blasted out, passed out on the radio once you got out. I want to know a little bit about the process of making that song, how you got to the top of the charts. It got to the top of the charts as soon as you released it.
Yeah.
So it was, quite like a revolution,
Definitely.
It was quite an interesting thing.
It was something that was very, very new for me as well as everybody else, because the song started off as a street single. So I didn't really have any expectation of how well it was going to do. It was just something I made for the streets and for the kids, and before you know it, the more people heard it on the radio, the more it became quite infectious, and people started playing it in the clubs, and before you know it, it spiraled out of control and became this very huge record, which very thankful for, I'm grateful, amazing. But to be fair, the song was done in 24 hours, and I made it with a guy called Labyrinth, of course, who's making a lot of waves right now. He's doing his thing as well. And when we got into the studio, it was the first time we had ever met each other. And I basically said, fuck, I don't want to be Lady Gaga, I don't want to be the Black Eyed Peas, I don't want to be Britney Spears, I want to do my own shit, and I want to make something new and fresh. And then he goes, you know what? I think I might have what you need. Press play. I said, alright, let's go. Let's make it happen. Wrote the song in about 12 hours. By about 15 hours, the whole thing was finished. One day, done.
Let's talk a bit about the infectious factor. I mean, like, all those songs that you got on the Discovery album, they got that factor, they got that element of being infectious, quite contagious. How does it happen? How does it take place? I mean, what does it take to get that level of euphoria and hysteria into the songs so that they can just become epidemic?
You know what? My thing is the way I like to do it, because I think probably everybody has a different method, but as much as I'm a musician, I'm very much still a fan of music. Like, if I didn't play at these festivals, I would pay money to come here and watch artists. I'm always on blogs and YouTube, checking people out. And so I just like to make what I would like to hear on the radio or in a festival or in a club or before I go to bed. I make all those different kinds of music for myself. And it just so happens that people seem to like it as well, and that is basically it. Music that is fun, music that is exciting, music that has rhythm, that has lifts and drops, and that's what I do.
Right. What's the status of radio right now in the UK? How do you perceive the whole thing?
Well, radio at the minute is I would say, in a very good place. I'd say, because of the fact that the world has become smaller, because music has all become very digital. The minute somebody has a buzz song, even if the person just made the song yesterday, if the song blows up on YouTube or whatever, it's going to get on the radio, and that's great. Whereas before, it was the record labels, and they would go to the radio station with the song, and they would beg the radio, please play the song, play the song. Now, he can make a song tomorrow. If he gets big, the radio has to play it in the UK, and especially. And I think that's a great thing, it's anybody's game right now, and that's when it really becomes fun.
Right. I saw you on December with the City's House Mafia at Madison Square Garden. What was that like?
That was fucking insane, man. I had such a great time. The last time I was actually in Madison Square Gardens, I was maybe about 15 years old, and I went to see WWE wrestling with my parents. My mum took me and my sisters. So to go back there several years later and to see it empty when they were sound checking and putting in all the stuff, and to come back later and there's 20,000 people sold out and everyone's partying, it was insane. I loved it.
Why is there such a symbiotic relationship between what's going on in electronica, grime, and hip-hop right now? What is it about that relationship? Why has it become so important to get good beats? It's always been about the beats, but right now it's like I've seen you, come up in the world with great beats and great electronica as well. You got the Swedish House Mafia backing you up on amateur beats and all that stuff. Why is electronica so symbiotic to hip-hop right now?
Do you know what? I would say electronica, but also lots of other different genres as well. Like dubstep is as well, and know, certain rock to a certain degree. Rock and indie influence is quite heavy in hip hop as well. I would say electronica music more so because it's probably the most popular genre of music right now. And you know, the world has become, like I said before, a lot smaller. You know, everybody. So at the end of the day, if Skrillex makes a song and Tinie Tempah makes a song, those songs can go on iTunes on the same week. They can both do well, and the next week another song goes on the chart. So that's when me and Skrillex would be like, you know what? Fuck it, let's make a song together. Fuck it, let's make an album together. Let's just keep feeding the consumer with things that they didn't even expect would happen. And that was the sort of like theory behind the Swedish House Mafia collaboration. At first, you know, I'd done that song a very long time ago now, and I wanted to do something that challenged the stereotype of what a rapper is and what a dance superstar DJ and producer is. You know, they're really supposed to stay away from me, and I'm supposed to stay away from them. But I thought, no, you know, let me do what I do over what they do, and we'll stick to exactly what they do. So you don't make me know hip hop music. I'm not going to sing on your song, I'm going to rap. No singing, I'm going to rap. And it works. So, you know, that is basically the state of music right now. Everybody's collaborating, everybody's trying to make new sounds, new movements, new waves, and it's great. It's good.
You got a new song with Labyrinth right now, blasting out the UK radio. What's in store now? What's next?
Well, basically, I'm just working on my second record. I'm about a month away from completion.
You producing?
No, I'm not producing. I'm co-producing. So basically, I'm doing a lot more production than I did on the first album, in the sense that, you know, I'm sort of looking over the producer's shoulder a lot more, saying, you know, improve that, let's put that there, let's turn that up, let's switch that sound. I'm doing a lot more of that. You know, I'm 23, so I hope the older I become and the more I'm in the industry, the more I learn how to do the more technical side of things. But like I said, we're about a month away from completion. It's looking really healthy. It's sounding very, very strong. And to be fair, I just can't wait to get back and finish it and get it out there. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be cool. You're 23.
I'm 23, yeah.
Young lad, man.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
10 years from now, do you know what? I just see myself still doing challenging things, still trying to break the boundaries, still trying to go against the stereotypes of, you know, what it is to be a rapper, or, you know, what it is to be like a black rapper as well. I just want to have my finger in all pies, man. I want to do music, I want to do theatre, I want to do scores for plays and musicals, I want to do fashion, I want to do everything. So, you know, fingers crossed.
Yeah. Do you feel hesitation or maybe a little bit of fear that the next record may not be as huge as the other?
To be honest, absolutely not, you know, because of the fact that the first record exceeded all my expectations. I didn't expect it to do as well. And even down to today, all I have been doing is been going all over the world, you know, Colombia, America, Kuala Lumpur, Australia, performing and giving 100%. And I feel like, if anything, I'm building fans. I'm building more awareness of who I am. And so hopefully with the right campaign, when that second album comes out, and with the right music, and I believe it is the right music, it should do me right. I hope so.
Yeah, it's nice to have you here in Colombia. We hope you come back very soon.
I hope I come back.
Take good care. Listen, would you be kind enough to say hello to everybody who reads my blog, The Music Pit?
Of course. What's going on? It's your boy Tinie Tempah. Right now I'm chilling with the one and only Music Pit. This is what he looks like. See him while you can. I love the blog. I love all my fans. I love all the supporters. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Peace. Thank you, brother. Respect.
Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you.
It's been great.